Hello and welcome to Cricket Happenings today. On this Cricket Happening show, dear fans, friends, subscribers, there are no cricket matches happening. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a topic of the day-night Test cricket, which is coming up. As we all know, one is waiting for day-night Test cricket to start, and that is going to happen as history will be created. I reckon it is 25th. I'm not sure about the date. It's going to be played with the Adelaide Oval, the picturesque Adelaide Oval in Australia, where history will be created as far as Test cricket is concerned, when Australia and New Zealand would play the first day-night Test match ever. Now, to me, the reason that I've taken this topic today is that to me it sounds like whether the day-night Test cricket in Adelaide Oval would really take off on that day. And the reason that I'm saying that is because there was one game which was played where New Zealand are touring Australia, and there was a Prime Minister's 11 which played against New Zealand. New Zealand definitely won the match, but one has to remember there was a pink ball was being used, and finally, as you know, ICC gave the nod to the pink ball, and in the day-night Test cricket, in the day-night Test match, the pink ball was going to be used. Now the pink ball which was used, and it was played between the Prime Minister's 11 and the Australian 11, what one got to see was not really good news. So that's the precise reason I'm telling you that whether ICC is going to go ahead by getting this pink ball, and we are definitely going to see day-night cricket. Well, I would be very glad to see that, but the news which has not been very encouraging, I would say, because in the match which happened between the Prime Minister's 11 and the touring Kiwis, one noticed that first and foremost they said that the ball lost its shape. In fact, the pink ball, by the time the match ended, which was just a day match, just one day, it was just a match which was being played on it was a one-day international, and the ball actually lost its color. In fact, from pink it became green, and we also got a sort of feedback saying that many of the players couldn't even watch the ball because the ball had become green, and in lights if the ball becomes green, you can know it's almost like getting still more darker, and they were not able to spot the ball and while bowling or while fielding. So that was something, and so that really raises the question, because ICC has done a lot of experiments, they have done a lot of research, and then they came to the conclusion that the pink ball would be the best bet. But unfortunately, I'll have to say, after looking at the review of this match which happened, the day-night match which happened with a pink ball between the touring Kiwis and the host Australia, the Prime Minister's 11, one really is doubting whether the pink ball is a good option, because they say the pink ball is, they are not able to see the pink ball, that is, the ball is it loses its shape very quickly, it is turning green at the end of the day, and a lot of things coming up. The players have been coming up with their feedback, and I'm sorry to say that the news that has been coming in has not been encouraging. Now I'm just trying to think, because they are going to play a 5-day Test match now, whether if this pink ball is going to lose its shape again, it will leave all the bowlers toothless, or probably the batsman can't sight the ball, then it's not going to be very interesting. So one has to really wait and watch, and I'm looking forward to it for sure. Like you all, dear friends, subscribers, I'm also definitely looking forward, because for me, anything that any innovation which comes in cricket is something it's always welcome. And well, ICC is definitely doing their best. They want to bring in the respective boards want to bring in the gate money, because nowadays the one-day version, mostly people like T20 cricket and the one-day internationalism, because it gets over quickly. But Test matches are also something. It's a classic version of the game, and to really bring in the crowds, bring in some gate money. I mean, it is just an experimentation that the international ICC is doing, which is really a step in the right direction. But the ping ball, the experiment that happened, unfortunately, as I said, it's not encouraging news. And I'm hoping that, I mean, time is not much because it's going to happen in the month of November. We have almost a month to go before that particular day-night test match, the first day-night test match in international cricket history, kicks off at the Adelaide Oval. But I'm just thinking like what's going to happen. I'm definitely looking forward to it, but also not really happy with the feedback that is coming in as far as that particular the ping ball is concerned. So we can probably keep our fingers crossed and hope that in the limited time span that ICC gets, they really sit down and work out and do some sort of local games and try to experiment with the ping ball and see whether they can make any changes. I mean, I wouldn't know what they are going to do because the feedback has not been good. So that is the first thing that I wanted to share on this cricket show. As you know, there was not much of cricket to talk about. So that's the precise reason I shared this with you, dear friends, subscribers. You can always put in your views, put in your comments on this. Now, so let's see what the ping ball does in the test match, which is going to happen in the probably the end of November, I would say, at the Adelaide Oval. Now, the other news that I have, that Afghanistan today, they have already created history of becoming the first associate nation to beat a full member nation in a one-day international series, in a bilateral series, and now Afghanistan have already won the first T20 match against Zimbabwe. It's a two-match series. Whether they will be making another piece of history here, because if they beat Zimbabwe today, they will also once again become the first associate nation to usurp a full member nation in a T20 game. Now that's going to be pretty interesting. The other news that I have, dear fans and subscribers, is that Virendra Sehwag of India, the former dashing player who actually announced his retirement, is going to take part in a Cricket All-Stars tournament which is going to be held in the United States. And this Cricket All-Stars tournament is being organized by two greats of world cricket. One is the former Indian great player Sachin Tendulkar, and the former Australian leg spinner, great leg spinner, the living legends, I would say, Shane Warne and Tendulkar. And they have also roped in Virendra Sehwag. So Virendra Sehwag has decided to participate, so he will also be a part of the Cricket All-Stars tournament going to happen in the United States. So that is some news that I could cover. Other than that, well, yesterday we already spoke about what happened between between West Indies and Sri Lanka, but Angelo Matthews, the Sri Lankan captain, has come in some high praise for Milinder Sriwardena. He feels that he is one for the future. I've already told you he's a very promising cricketer because he has contributed in all departments of the game, and also Angelo Matthews has hinted that he's a man who doesn't show any nerves, and he has taken to international cricket in a very confident manner, which is good to see. And we might hear more about Milinder Sriwardena. And Angelo Matthews has also hinted that Milinder Sriwardena, who has been inducted in the T20 and one-day internationals, might also be included now in the 5-day format, the test matches. So that's really good to see. Encouraging news from Milinder Sriwardena, the promising and upcoming all-rounder from Sri Lanka. This is Angelo Matthews who is making this statement. Other than that, well, dear fans, subscribers, yesterday we saw Adil Rashid really defiantly, I showed a great show of defiance by hanging on the crease, but unfortunately couldn't actually survive the full day, and then Pakistan won the match. So Pakistan now 1-0 in the series. The third test match is coming up at the Sharjah cricket ground. Well, dear fans, subscribers, I think that only leaves me enough room now as far as this Cricket Happening show is concerned to say goodbye. But as I said, I was talking about the pink ball cricket. The pink ball cricket was the main thing, was the focus. Well, I am also trying to see, as far as pink ball cricket is concerned, is there any other news that I could talk about? One finding that has come about after this match which happened in the Prime Minister's 11 and the touring 11, they have come to a conclusion saying that a grassy pitch is something which has to be there for a pink ball. Now, one does not know what really goes on to that, but it's also told that in New Zealand conditions, this pink ball really stood the test and really didn't lose the shape or the color in some local matches. Now, as I said, I've always told you, this pink ball, which has lost its shape in one particular day, how is it going to last for full 5 days in a test match? So it is going to be very interesting to see how the ball behaves and what really comes up. And I'm also told that representatives from Cricket Australia, the Australian Cricketers Association, also the production crew from Channel 9 would be in Adelaide going to watch things which is progressing here. Sorry for the disturbance, dear fans, friends, subscribers. It unfortunately there was some disturbance coming up about it, so I'm sorry about it. But well, the pink ball, whether it's going to stand the test in the test matches, that remains to be seen. For me, now that is $1 million question, whether the pink ball is going to survive all the 5 days without losing shape and color in this first historic day-night test match, which is going to be played at the Adelaide Oval between Australia and New Zealand. Well, time will tell the story for sure, but just giving you a hint, dear fans, friends, and subscribers, this Cricket Happening show will be going on in full gear this week for sure, but from next week onwards, I am taking a small break from this Cricket Happening show because, as you know, everyone has their own chores, and I might be, there is a possibility, right now it's almost confirmed, I wouldn't be there to do this Cricket Happening show from here. I'll be going somewhere else. I will be going on a short sort of a break. I'm taking a short break, but again, I'm just giving you a hint right now. I will be telling you in detail later. But this Cricket Happening show will be there, but probably I won't be doing it from this location. It would be from some other location. Now, I don't want to tell you where I am going, what is the location. That suspense would be out later. But one thing that I can very safely tell you, that don't despair, dear fans, subscribers, whosoever are really loyal to my cricket show, you won't be out of this action as far as the Cricket Happenings is concerned. This Cricket Happenings will definitely rage on, but it would be from a different location, probably from a different country, or probably, I wouldn't say anything right now, but you can wait, you can keep your eyes fixed on the Cricket Happenings. As and when I come, you can catch up with me, but I'm hoping to bring you this Cricket Happening show from wherever I am. Even though I'm on a break from here, probably I can do it from there. But again, as I said, no promises. It all depends on what are the facilities I get to do this Cricket Happening show, but I would love to do it. If the opportunity is there, you're definitely going to see me in full color. Well, dear fans and subscribers, with a big thank you to all dear fans and friends and subscribers who have been very loyal to this Cricket Happening show, your host Ram is taking leave today and promising you that I'll be back at your next Cricket Happening show. That's on a Wednesday, that is tomorrow. Till such time I see you, dear fans and subscribers, it's goodbye from here.